Congratulations on the promise, Mr. Christian.
Thank you.
Tell us, what got you interested in making the film?
I knew nothing about the Armenian genocide, and I felt really ashamed when I read that. And then I was watching the news as I was reading the script, and the Yazidis were stuck up a mountain and they were being massacred by ISIS. And I looked at this and said, the Armenians up Musa Dagh mountain being massacred. And I said, wow, the correlations are uncanny. And then I looked more and more into it and realized this is such a pivotal point of human history. And there was also such an altruistic motivation for making the film, in terms of all the proceeds go to charities aimed at preventing and raising awareness of genocide, not just with Armenian, but you know, it's happening now.
As a whole, yeah.
It seemed to me to be a period film that is just ridiculously relevant for now.
You're correct, and it resonates to this day, and we kept on doing it. Like 100 years later, we're still doing it, right?
Again and again and again, it keeps happening.
I love your character. I love you represent the media, and that one line that you said in the film, that without reporters, no one will know about what Armenians are suffering.
Yes, and you know, especially in America right now, we've never been more aware of just how important a good press is. You know. With this kind of era of everyone calling it fake news and who knows what, and there's kind of an a la carte attitude towards truth, you know, and just how vital that is. But at that time, it was very difficult to get information out. But it was an enormous story at the time in America. There was a huge movement to help Armenia. Which was very altruistic, and which people have completely forgotten about.
Right. And your character is also smart, compassionate, guided by love, with a really rockin' beard.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. Yeah, it just, you know, I looked at all the research I did. Gentlemen of that time, they like to have their individual beards. They had all sorts of curly, whirly, twirly things, and very long and pointed, and they got quite creative with their beards, and so I wanted to have at least something that pointed in that direction.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he's an arrogant man to start with. He's very arrogant. You know, he's fiercely intelligent. He can back it up. He's a man of great appetites. You know, and then he's confronted with the sort of sincere simplicity of Mikhail, Oscar's character, and realizes that he actually, for all of his achievements and for all of his pride, he can't compete, you know, with this man.
He can't get enough.
And eventually, you know, decides also not just to be an observer, but to break all journalistic ethics and actually become a participant.
Right. So we'll make a promise that we'll make the world a better place, right?
Listen, it sounds, you know, it sounds like sort of wildly unrealistic, but of course, what else?
What else can we do?
And absolutely, that's the intent of the film,
right?
To help, not to create any more hostilities, and it's the first film I've ever been involved with where every single, all of the proceeds will go to charity, to do just that, to do just what you said.
That in itself is commendable. Thank you so much, as always.